Must be something in the way I feel. She don't want me to feel. Yeah, she bears cutting. I don't care. You say, so what if I bleed? I can never change just what I feel. My face and never knows what is now. Mountains never seem to have a need to
porno for pyros. I have to figure out there's one weird chord in there. Tanner Park, if you're with me, Betsy and Donna, still here, and Scott. Tanner Park,
cherry flavored and classic.
like 20, so he just can't, his mind goes, when he sees me, it just crumples up into a ball. And my guitar is actually legit fucked up. Watch this. See the high string? When I was playing the solo, the high string, it's not supposed to go silent. It's supposed to sing. This is with, hello, this is with my tuner. This is a digital Strat. So all my tunings get controlled by this battery, which actually, see the 3 dots? This should be working properly. So I have to take my guitar into the shop again because I play out in this saltwater air, and the tunings are actually, the computer is in here. The string is getting deadened from up here. I can hear it, and you think I don't care anymore. Like, technical difficulty, you're supposed to, I play this equipment so much, I put it through a lot of abuse too, in the sun and blah, blah, blah. So now I'm gonna have to put it by the what's it called again? Dehumidifier for a couple of hours first, and then hope that does the trick. Because what is digital equipment? This looks like a regular Strat, but it's got tunings, 10 different tunings, 45 different guitars. Here, I'll just show you one example of one of the guitars. My favorite one lately, again, is, hold on. Here it is. I have to activate it. Sitar. You know, this guitar is fucking awesome, but I'm always just kind of like damage control because I beat all the shit out of all my equipment. So let's see, rolling. I just always like to say this is a friendly beach. I'm like, say hello to anybody, but I think the people not saying hello are the people here doing drugs. That's what it is. They're fucking, the people who don't say hello are paranoid, and the people who say hello are nice, normal people like you and me. Tuning was fucked up. Yeah, it should be in standard. I'm pretty sure that was it. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see that girls walk by dressed in some clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they're all painted black. Flowers and my love will never to turn. I see people turn their heads and quit. Go turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look on up into the center, I will do that until the morning. I see a red door as it painted black. All been painted black. I see the red There's a transducer or something inside. It's fucked. I need a brand new one. That's gonna cost me a few $100. And the other strings all ring loudly. The top one does not. So it's just, you know, to do the. It should be here. But I was trying to play these certain parts that are. When you do Stones songs, they always are in alternate tunings. They're always in alternate, usually blues at standard E. Just it's the whole guitar is tuned to, and I can do that, but this guitar is broken right now, so that's life. And I'm gonna have to pay $75 to expedite, so that the guy at the store actually takes me priority ahead of everyone. You can grease his palm, and my buddy Corey Davidson in Plainview, he's awesome. He went on tour with a guy who taught me how to do this. A guy who taught me how to do this one-man band thing. My electronics guy was his sound man, David Payton, down in Georgia and the Bible Belt, whatever, gospel in the 70s. Famous band, Mylon Lefebvre. And we don't know Mylon Lefebvre. He's famous down south back in the 70s. So my electronics guy knows the guy, David, who taught. I wrote a book called How to Be Number One on Gig Masters 10 years ago. I removed it off of Amazon. I had like 45 5-star reviews too, and a couple of 4-star reviews. I removed that book because the editor wrote, oh my God, and I don't want to say it's my brother-in-law was the editor, and he fucked my book up so badly. The first sentence was unreadable of my ebook. But I digress. That's how I got to know David. David taught me to play the tracks, and I fell in love with it immediately. I played Earth, Wind, and Fire. Totally fell in love with playing the tracks, and Stevie Wonder, and I was like, oh my God, I can play and have all the drums and blah, blah, and steel drums when I do Jimmy Buffett and whatever. And yes, I'm always really playing. You hear me fuck the songs up. I'm always practicing, and then in my gigs, I'm on my best behavior, but I digress. This guitar is broke, and that's okay. It's supposed to get used. It's dirty and funky, and it needs new strings again, but I got to get this fixed because I just got booked like 5 times in the last 2 days. And yeah, I would love a visit down here. I would love a visit. Anybody who wants to come to Tanner Park, this is always where I am, and I will send you my location on Google, and the map will take you right here. It's super easy. Other people have done it, and it's fun. We have coffee. And like I keep saying today, I don't know why I keep saying it, but there's nothing freaky going on here. I look like a freak and people are smiling and maybe laughing and whatever. There's nothing great. There's no drugs and sex and rock and maybe a little rock and roll. But there's literally, it's really boring actually. My life is extremely boring. I don't do anything outside of this. I'll go home and go to sleep. Which, yes, I do have to work. I do work all day. You don't see me working. I had to put on shirts and pants and stuff, and it sucks. And this winter is coming, and we're all going to be dressed in 5 layers. I was just saying a little while ago. So, like, just enjoying this weather now, and I don't even know what to think this winter is going to be like. But I'm very optimistic about solar, so that's good. We had to focus. It's not hocus pocus. We get whatever we focus on, right? Supposedly. And I believe that shit. Like law of attraction. If I gripe about how miserable I am, I'm just going to have more reasons to be miserable. And I got to be thankful. Some people don't have no digital one-man band. Some people don't have. We said this 20 years ago, 25 years ago. It was Joe Chevelle who said that to me. Some people don't have an Oompa band. I was going back to Germany to play in an Oompa band. The Oompa band, we played in front of 100,000 people one time. That was the most I ever played in front of. And that was not really Oompa. We played it with like a punk rock feel to it. Our drummer, Ralph, was very rock drummer, very loud. And so we were playing old fart music, but with like a rock band backline. And that was the funnest music of my life, was doing that. But this shit, you know, everything changes and everybody grows up and moves on, and you gotta be focused, and you can't do things like this. Well, me, I just always did it anyway, and everyone told me not to do it, and now, you know, I left the office job in 2007 for the last time. My daughter was just born. and I was making 38 grand, working my ass off, making 38 grand, working a full week, getting one-upmanship and getting abused by leadership in the cubicle. That was my last like real job. But no, I was doing so many gigs back. I would do 3 parties in a day sometimes on a Sat, or between Friday and Saturday night, I would play 4 or 5 fucking parties, like, and come home with $2,800 cash on Saturday night at like 12:30. And I was the party, so I did not get wrapped up. That's the one rule: you do not get wrapped up in the party. You are the party. So that was what I did now since 2004. I did that, but it took me a couple of years to get like, you know, busy. And my dad passed away in 2009, and the day he passed away, the craziest thing, sorry, the day he was diagnosed terminal was Valentine's Day 2009, and he passed 4 months later on June 3rd 2009, 639. And at some point there, I became #1 on Gigmasters, not because I'm even so good, but because I worked my ass off to get to in the algorithm and bookings, and I would get everyone to book me. I would, if you hired me and you didn't book me through Gigmasters, I booked me for your party through Gigmasters, and then sent you the client feedback form, and I got 518 reviews on blah blah blah. I did all this shit. I went nuts working like 14 hours a day at music. Being sober, that's the one thing I didn't well, 2 things I didn't fuck up: no drugs and alcohol, and no running around. So like I say, people think I'm freaky, and like, no, there's no sex and drugs and anything going. There's nothing going on here other than music. So when public safety comes by, I love public safety because we're keeping this place clean. But when I leave, people come here and I will find rubbers and fucking crack stems, and it's disgusting whatever they're doing here at night. Leaving masks around, and the masks to me are almost worse than anything. But that's not on me. I ain't doing it. My life has been, the reason I'm healthy, the reason I can even look like this at my age is because no alcohol, no drugs, no sex, nothing. I'm a monk. But people look at me and they think all the shit they think, which is the funniest part. I'm getting used to it. The people grinning and whatever you guys think of me, it's okay. Like, but you can't possibly know. My life consists of sleeping outside of this. That's all I do is sleep. I have a family, and I'm home in bed, and they complain that I'm boring. But to me, my life, then my wife knows my life's work is music, and my daughter is now 14. Doesn't want to be called my daughter. She's non-binary. My child. I have to, and everyone else. Listen, the worst thing is that gets done to me is I get held to these rules that no one else in the family gets held to, because God knows nobody else is talking in non-binary language to my daughter other than I have to. Which is, in and of itself, is like, let's look at that for a second. But hey, I respect everybody, so, but changing pronouns, and it's been a tough couple of years, and I understand it. My wife doesn't even follow it. My wife can't even keep up with it half of the time, and then they both yell at me. So, whatever. If it's TMI, I hope, is my sister-in-law on there too? I don't think so, not right now, but it is what it is, as they say. But my life is very simple. You see it all when you see me do the yoga and you see me do the music. There is nothing else other than the solar. I can't bring you with me to sell solar panels, but I'm an in-home salesman. I'm born to be in people's living rooms with them. I love the people. I really do. I love interacting. I love getting to know new people. I love speaking foreign languages. There is nothing else, though, that I could even tell, because I don't do anything else other than take care of my house and family, and that's it. So, I don't know. It's definitely, the music is much better in person. To see it in person, I have to say, it sucks. It does not translate onto Facebook, but I do it anyway. It's more fun to share than not. And I disappear all the time because of how, if you were to see me every morning and night all the time, no, I have to disappear. And I need a break, you need a break. you don't even know how weird it is, like how boring, literally fucking. I'm just saying. I don't know if that sounds arrogant or what. I have no fucking idea. Anyway, this is my life and this is it. So love you guys. Peace out and thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate your friendship and I wish you much love, health, happiness, all the good shit in life. God knows I've been stressed out and not happy. So I hope somebody's happy. I hope somebody's partying, having sex or something, because I'm certainly not. But anyway,